Alrighty guys, so on to the next smaller video as I promised. Here's the thing. Very important thing to talk about is also how they have I've noticed that they have been prepping the community for what they want them. They know that they can't mess with GME and AMC anymore. They've tried their best. The only thing that they could do is shake out people who are recently just jumping in, or people who are not hip to these gimmicks before, because nothing is new with AMC and GME. So nobody is really, as far as the sentiment that I'm seeing, the overall and the majority sentiment in AMC and GME is that people are not worried. They're just eager to see their squeeze, and I personally think is going to come. Nobody has a crystal ball to obviously tell anybody when that something is going to happen and when, because everybody's reacting to it day by day. Because if it haven't occurred to you by now yet, you would be a fool to think that the hedge funds are the only ones who are in on this. And I'll let your imaginations do its own thing on that. If you don't agree, I respect it. If you agree, then you know who I'm and what I'm referring to. So with that being said, what am I noticing as of late, and what they're doing, their new agenda is, again, from since day one, I've said that their agenda has been, how can we break that buy and then, wait for it, the hold. The hold idea is what, again, they've always been fighting, and that's what they're worried about, because they can't have a future in any kind of shape or form of trading with the hold problem in it, because at any given time they know that retail can gang up, chooses any single stock, and we can willfully, whether they like it or not, pump it up to the max. And again, they don't even have to be on the other side. I mean, these guys are so greedy to the point where they don't even have to be shorting the stock and we're just pumping it. No. How is it that they are not controlling it? So to them, it's all about a matter of control. So they don't care about, what we do, as long as they are the ones who's controlling it, kind of more like us, like puppies. And they know the power that we hold in numbers. That's the problem of the hold. That's why they have to break that. So what is some of their antiques? They've been doing so many different ones. I'm not going to go and list them throughout the beginning of the movement, but what we're going to talk about is as of late, they've been getting many more memes all of a sudden on the movement or on the street. And here's the crazy part with that. From what I've seen is that behind every one of those wagons, they're always on the bottom. And I've noticed that beginning with Highcroft. And after that, I've seen it with Mullen. Then it transferred to different stocks. And then as of late, Redbox. And then most recently, Revlon. The problem with that is because they know that, yes, we do have the power in numbers collectively. But the problem is, everybody's term of stock squeezing is different. Also, they like this because this is a way for them to try to train you for when AMC and GME is squeezing. They want people to think like this. Like, hey, this goes 200%, 150%. This is where you collect, because they'll follow with a huge drop, and this is where you take your profits, or this is where you take your whatever, you cash out. So in one direction, they're prepping you for that. If that does not work on you, it works on somebody else. Now they go to part two. So these guys are very sophisticated. You gotta give your adversary enough thought and enough paying attention, if that makes any sense. So looking at them, that's one thing they're training you for. But what are they also doing? They're stretching the community thin, very thin. You got so many memes out there, and they did this back then, since the beginning. Meme this, meme that, meme this, meme that. Eventually the people get to a point of confusion. It's like, and I know you've been seeing it a lot. You see a lot of these creators out there, or social media shills out there, as people like to refer to them as. But you've seen them come out and it's like, oh man, we've been lied to by other YouTubers. I mean, the audacity that these idiots have, it's unbelievable. That instead of blaming, or at least crying to the system that is screwing them, they're blaming YouTubers. They're saying YouTubers have been lying to us. This thing is not squeezing while they're enjoying Redbox. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You think AB is popping up over here for now about 4.5 months, making videos almost on a daily basis to upload it, talking about AMC and GME, putting out my own reputation, my own this. And I'm not enticing or encouraging people to buy or sell, but I'm saying my opinions. Do you think it's going to take me 4.5 months to say my opinion? And because I want people not to see Redbox and Revlon, I want it all for myself, but I want people to get busy with something I don't believe in, I believe is a fake. What sense does that freaking make? You know what? I really want to hold everybody that views, or viewers, subscribers, whatever you are. You guys are it's you guys that are adding to this stuff. When clowns come out and start pointing fingers left and right, egging stuff left and right, you guys are egging that on. So I would love from every community to actually start expecting a whole lot better from its whatever domain or content creator, that they're at least being what's the best word to use here? Because nobody's an advisor, a financial advisor, and not a Trust Me Bro channel as well. So what's the best word to use here? You guys can put in the comments and help me with that. But like I said, the audacity of some of these creators, you guys, use your own judgment. When somebody's lashing out at somebody that has nothing to do with the mechanics, no other YouTube creator controls NASDAQ, dark pools, SCC. And yet when these clowns come out and say, oh, these YouTubers have been lying to us and all this stuff, like, come on. You have no content. You have nothing to talk about. You don't understand the market dynamics. You've been in the whole trading system, the market, for a few months, probably, maximum a year. Maybe you got enticed by the hype that happened in June for AMC and you just wanted to jump in. You really don't know freaking the market and shit. You've seen a couple of videos with people who are doing technical analysis and now you know it all of a sudden. I mean, again, AB is not a dark person. I want everybody to live and have their life the way they have it, and how they want to go about it is everybody's God-given right. But when you have nothing to offer, please step aside and let the true information come out. Don't jam the highway. Don't jam the highway for no freaking reason and make it harder for everybody else to get info. And you, as a community member or as a viewer, you gotta hold yourself to a higher standard. When shit feels like it's just whatever, somebody's enticing a war against somebody, a creator that is hating on another, and you're egging that crap on, then what are you? Are you really a shill, or are you an investor? Because last time I checked, I came in here to freaking make money, not to start pointing fingers at Mr. This and Mrs. That. Okay? Much love. I'll catch you in the next video now. AB Investments.